Division strategy, arrays. Your learning target today is I can build arrays to divide, and you'll know you're successful when you can build an array and tell the multiplication and division fact family of a given problem. So yesterday we learned about arrays with multiplication. That was another multiplication strategy that we can use. But believe it or not, arrays can also be used for division because we do know that multiplication and division are very similar, right? They're related. So with this array that I'm going to make, it's going to have 16 dots total, okay? So that's my total because that's my big number. And then I know that this 4 is going to be very important. It could mean that there's 4 rows or 4 columns, right? Because then this is be the other one that was missing. So I'll just say that this means that there'll be 4 rows. We don't know how many columns there are going to be, but we can figure that out while we build our array by knowing that we have to stop when we get to 16, which is our total. So I'm going to make 4 rows, which means I'm going to go 4 across, and that's 1 row. Right now I have 4. What number do I need to stop at again? 16. So I have 4, and now I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Do I stop there? No, I stop at 16. 13, 14, 15, 16. Oop, this is where I stop. So I know that that's where that 4 came. What is my other number right here? How many columns do I have? I have 4. So what would be my missing number? 16 divided by 4 is 4. A multiplication sentence that goes with that would be 4 times 4 equals 16. So that would be like my fact family, and that's how that array helps me with division and multiplication. Let's practice some more. This time I'm going to practice out the strategy of building an array with a division problem. With this one, 66 divided by 6 equals question mark or equals unknown. So again, when I build this array, I need to remember when it's division, 66 is my total number of dots that I'm going to have. And 6 could mean how many rows I have, right? It doesn't really matter if I decide rows or columns because I know the other number is the other one that's missing. So I'm going to stick with what I did last time and make that 6 mean 6 rows. And I know that worked out really well last time, so let's just do that one again. So I'm going to make 6 rows, and I am going to stop when I get to 66. So remember what that looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I stop. And I will stop all the rows when I get to 66. So far I have 6. Then I have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Oh, I'm getting there. I might have to add some more to the top because I might run out of room. Okay, I stopped at 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66. Okay, that's where I stop as I got to 66. So, remember, I had 6 going right across the top. So, I know earlier I kind of said 6 rows. I have 6 in each row, which actually this time ended up being 6 columns. So, like I said, it doesn't really matter. but that I just want to make sure that you know that actually that's 6 columns or 6 in each row. But again, it doesn't matter. You could have made 6 rows. It just would have been, the array would have been longer instead of as tall as it is. Okay, anyway, we have 6 times whatever number's down here. What's that missing number? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to count all of these. And that's going to get me my missing number. And that will be our answer to our division problem. So let's count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. Oh, so that means 11 times 6 is 66. And so that means 66 divided by 6 is 11. What's another way that we could write that? Our division sentence could also be written as 66 divided by 11 equals 6. And our multiplication sentence could also be written as 6 times 11 equals 66. That is our fact family, and this time, since these numbers are both different, they can be flipped around by using the commutative property for multiplication. And for division, we can write it that other way too, because we know that all of those mean the same thing. I'm going to do one more quick one before I have you try one out on your own. And I know that we've had a problem kind of like this before, but it's always good to keep seeing those problems and using different strategies so that we can know this answer right off the top of our head eventually. So 12 divided by 3 equals unknown. So I'm going to build my array. This is the number I'm going to stop at because that's my total. And then with my 3, I'm just going to stick with what I did the last time because I didn't mean to do that, but that's actually how it worked out, right? 3 in each row, which meant that was 3 columns. So that's what I'm going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I had 3 going this way, and then what went on the side? How many are going down? I can see 4 going down. So that is the same as saying 4 times 3 equals what number? 12. Or if I use the commutative property, that's the same as saying 3 times 4 is 12. Our factors, or these numbers here that I'm multiplying, the 3's and 4's, those are just flipped around, but I have the same product, or the same answer. And what's a division sentence? Well, the one right at the top would be 12 divided by 3, equals 4. There we go. And then what would be the other way to write that? 12 divided by 4 equals 3. That's our fact family. So not only am I figuring out the array with division, but I really want you to notice these fact families because all of these problems are related to each other when we multiply and when we divide. Okay, so this time I want you to try this on your own. 42 divided by 6 equals unknown. I want you to build the array for me. And then I want you to tell me the fact family. Okay, so remember the fact family would be 2 multiplication sentences and then 2 division sentences. Okay, if you can only come up with 2 of those, the multiplication and division, that's okay, but I really want you to challenge yourself and try to come up with all 4. Okay, so please try that on your own, and then when you are ready, you can resume the video and see if your answers match up mine. Okay, so you should have tried this out on your own. You should have built the array, and I'm hoping you came up with all 4 equations for the fact families, okay? So 42 divided by 6 equals unknown. We have 42 dots total in our array. and you should have had either 6 rows or 6 columns, or in other words, 6 in each row. I'm just going to stick with 6 in each row. And again, you could have had 6 rows, and that's okay too. But I am looking for that final answer and our fact families to match. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. Ooh, that's where I stop. Okay. Remember, I had 6 in each row. So what's this number that is missing right here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. So, oh, that's the missing number. 42 divided by 6 equals 7. And then, okay, I have to come up with 3 other number sentences because the 6 and 7 are different, and I know they can be flipped around. 42 divided by 7 equals 6. I really want you to make sure that your big number, which would be when we multiply the product, every time we multiply, it's always at the end. Every time we divide, it's always at the beginning. So please make sure for both division sentences, it starts with the 42. It does not matter where the 6 and 7 are, if it's after the division sign or if it's after the equal sign. But 42 always has to be first since that's the biggest number we have. Okay, so if I already have this multiplication sentence right here, 6 times 7 equals 42, what's the last one that I can do? 7 times 6. Remember, your learning target today is I can build arrays to divide, and you'll know you're successful when you can build an array and tell the multiplication and division fact family of a given problem.